Some of the stories in the Bible are absolutely insane. Today I want to talk to you about just one of them, and I have to let you know this is not a family friendly story. I also want to make it clear that just because it's in the Bible doesn't mean it's condoned by the Bible. And now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this guy named Lot. So Lot is Abraham's nephew, and he lives in a place called Sodom. Now Sodom was a super wicked place, and you're about to see why. Now Abraham's pleading for Sodom, asking God, if there's some innocent people, are you not gonna just spare Sodom for their sake? And God responds, telling him, well, if there's 50 righteous people in Sodom, he'll spare it. But Abraham is like, well, what if there's 45 righteous people? Surely you won't wipe them all out just because there's 5 less than the 50 you say. And he continues to lower the number until he gets down to 10. I could just imagine seeing Abraham giving God this look, this grin, as he keeps lowering. And what about 40? What if there's 30 innocent people? I'm honestly surprised bro just didn't say, what if there's 1 innocent person? Now there were 2 angels going down to Sodom to warn Lot that they needed to skedaddle because it was about to go down. Keep in mind, scholars believe that Lot wasn't aware that they were angels. So Lot just saw these foreigners come into town, and he meets them at the gate of Sodom, and he welcomes them into his home. I mean, after all, it is Levitical law to welcome foreigners and to treat them with love. So Lot takes them in, and Lot actually takes it a step up and starts chefing it up for them. No, not that type of chefing it up. He started making them a feast, and they actually all ate together. And I assume they were actually enjoying their time together. Lot probably thought he had some new friends, a couple of guys came into town, they're having dinner, they're just being a couple of bros. And then all of a sudden, the night turned for worse. It says that all the men of the city surrounded the house and said, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us that we may know them." Now, if you don't know Bible language and the way the Bible speaks on certain things, you might think, wow, they want to know these guys too and be friends. No, this meant that they were trying to get freaky with them. Bro, other translations explicitly say it as well. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word on YouTube, so I'm not going to. But dog, imagine you're just chilling with some new friends, and all of a sudden, all these men start surrounding your crib, talking about let us in and let us get freaky with bros. Dude, like what? Now I see why God is trying to destroy this city, bro. It's for the good of humanity. Like, these men in Sodom were straight menaces, dude. Now, Lot goes outside to try to negotiate and talk them out of this, but bro didn't put any skill points into his speech. He begs them not to do a wicked thing. He starts off strong. He's like, hey bro, chill. And then all of a sudden, he says, he starts offering his 2 daughters instead. What? Like, all these people are outside, a whole mob, trying to get in. And he says, no, I got 2 daughters, take them instead. Don't take these 2 men, they're my guests. What? Bro, and imagine being the daughters and hearing this. Like, what? You talking about me? Now, all the people outside basically said, nah, we want those 2. And now we're gonna do worse to you. What is that even supposed to mean, bro? Like, they were just trying to get freaky with the 2 angels, and now they're telling Lot they're gonna do worse to him? And then they're about to jump him, and it says they pressed against him until the door was legit about to break. But the angels grab Lot and they pull him inside. Now, the angels weren't just gonna let everyone get jumped. So they stood on business, and you know what they did? That's right, they made all the men outside go blind. Dude, we're only halfway through the story and it's going down. But the angels ask Lot if he has any family elsewhere in the city to go grab them, go tell them that they're gonna have to dip. The angels tell him they about to destroy the place. Like, they were about to turn this place into Nuketown 2025, bro. So Lot goes to tell his son-in-laws, yo, we gotta dip. These 2 guys came in saying that the Lord sent them to destroy Sodom. We got to go. And bro, His son-in-laws laugh at him. They think he's just joking. Bro, I can legit see Lot running over there to tell them and telling them in a panic like Courage, just straight hitting the but morning comes and the two angels tell Lot, yo, get up and get out. It's time to move. And the angels tell him and his family, don't look back or you're gonna get swept away. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if these guys who just told me they about to destroy my city, and not to mention they just made some dudes blind, I think I'm gonna listen to them. As they get out, it says God rained sulfur and fire down on the city. And guess what this man, Lot's wife, does? That's right. She turns around trying to see the live Fortnite event going on and turns into a pillar of salt. GG, bro. Like, how can things get any worse? I'll tell you how. Lot and his two daughters end up living in a cave, and the older daughter tells her sister, now there's no man to continue and have offspring with. What are they scheming? I'll tell you what they scheming. They get Lot drunk and lay with him, and they both get pregnant. Bro, what? Like, y'all just got out of this freaky old place called Sodom, and y'all doing it again. It's like Sodom V2, bro. My goodness, unbelievable. And what's even crazier, that's the account of Lot. That's it. That's his story. From beginning to end, it's just an insane story. But let me know in the comments, what's the craziest part to you? And let me know some other crazy Bible stories I should cover. But other than that, stay blessed and praise God.